This science teacher says she got worried when her Quebec school board directed that all school supplies needed to be bought in the province.
I can't walk into a store and buy a liter of certain chemicals or a bucket of frogs for dissection or even some of the parts that we use for mandatory engineering projects.
In an email to CBC News, the Quebec government said public bodies must give preference to the purchase of Quebec goods for acquisitions below a certain amount, and also mentioned restrictions on purchases from online vendors like Amazon. We asked every province and territory and learned many issued similar edicts, prioritizing or encouraging support of local and Canadian suppliers. British Columbia has asked school boards to replace U.S. contracts with Canadian or non-American ones where possible. In Ontario, school boards are restricted from buying American products with an exemption for products where there is no Canadian equivalent, which includes Apple and Google.
It's in line with what our members are already doing. In fact, we had been having reach outs from some of our member boards asking us to advocate for Buy Canadian policies.
Still, school boards have a hard enough time stretching the buck. American vendors sometimes offer a greater variety at a lower cost. Alberta's flexible approach, Buy Canadian where you can, gets a thumbs up from the school board superintendent, who says the task is complex.
School buses that can seat 40 plus students in, where do you get those from, right? And I know for sure that you would look south of the border potentially for that procurement.
They're going to be off the menu pretty quickly as well.
In the meantime, Quebec teacher Tasha Osman is having to rejig her lesson plans
and looking at which things do we have to cancel
as the Buy Canadian movement elbows its way into the school hallways. Sumanac-Johnson, CBC News, Toronto.